Hello, everyone, and welcome to my Bachelor Nation 24 channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The Golden Bachelorette. Chock Chapple is a great catch. Does Joan Vassos even deserve him? The Golden Bachelorette's Chock Chapple has received a lot of criticism since getting engaged to Joan Vassos, but it's unclear why he's become the target of so much ire. The 60-year-old father of two seems like a wonderful guy and a great catch. The insurance executive traveled from Wichita, Kansas to the iconic Bachelor mansion in Los Angeles, California, to win Joan's heart, and that's exactly what he did. 61-year-old Joan made her television debut in The Golden Bachelor, but she left the show early due to a family emergency. Gary Turner's loss was Chock's gain. Chock made a great first impression on Joan because he received the Golden Bachelorette Season 1's first solo date. Their romantic day at Disneyland bonded them together, and their bond grew as the season proceeded. They went on to get engaged at the end of the season, and the newly engaged couple appeared to be blissfully happy together. Still, that hasn't stopped Chock from becoming the target of criticism, and he doesn't deserve it. The truth is, Chock is a catch, and Joan was very lucky to find him. Every woman wants a man who will fight for her, and Chock proved to Joan that is that man. From the beginning, Chock was determined to win Joan's heart. Early in the season, Joan took several of the men of the Golden Bachelorette Season 1 on a group date to the bowling alley. Among the men was Chock, and he was not happy to be sharing Joan with the other men. He sat next to her the entire time, often with an arm around her. The possessive attitude annoyed the men, but Joan loved it. Even tragedy couldn't stop Chock from fighting for Joan. While he was filming The Golden Bachelorette Season 1, his elderly mother passed away. Chock tearfully bid Joan goodbye and headed home to be with his family. It wasn't clear if Chock would return. As fans will recall, Joan had left The Golden Bachelor Season 1 to tend to a family emergency, and she never came back. Chock was back by the end of the same episode. It wasn't easy for him to leave his family during such a difficult time, but Chock knew his family wasn't complete without Joan. Joan and Chock have a great deal in common. Some of it's good, like their positive, fun-loving attitudes, but some of it's sad, such as both losing great loves. Long before joining the cast of The Golden Bachelor Season 1, Joan was married to Joan Vassos for 32 years. And they had 4 children together. John was Joan's best friend, and she thought they'd grow old together. Sadly, life doesn't always go as planned, as John passed away in 2021. After Chock's 12-year marriage to Heather Chapple, with whom he had 2 children, ended in divorce, he met and fell in love with Catherine Gorey. After a 9-year engagement, Catherine passed away in 2022, leaving behind her own 2 children. Chock told Joan that losing Catherine was one of the most devastating losses of his life. He's still close to her family, and, in fact, when Joan went to Kansas for Chock's hometown visit during the season, Catherine's father was there with Chock's family. Since getting engaged at the end of The Golden Bachelorette Season 1, Joan and Chock have wanted nothing more than to bring their families together. Joan and Chock have 6 adult children between them, and Joan has several grandchildren as well. They spent their first Thanksgiving together at Joan's house in Maryland, and the plan was to spend Christmas at Chock's Kansas home. Joan and Chock recently posted photos of them trimming a tree and hanging stockings for their giant blended family. The show films long before the finale airs, so Joan and Chock have to keep their relationship secret for a long time. Once they finally went public, they wanted to shout their love to the whole world. They've been posting their relationship milestones on social media, and people love it so much that it's massively expanded their followings. These days, Joan boasts an impressive 176K Instagram followers, and Chock is no slouch himself at 73.7K followers. Chock appears to have a great sense of humor, so he's sure to keep Joan laughing for the rest of her life. Chock recently posted a video to Instagram explaining how he kept his relationship with Joan a secret before the Golden Bachelorette Season 1 finale aired. The clip is of Chock on the phone saying, "I don't know," set to the track of a sitcom, complete with a laugh track. It's a dad joke that's come to life, and it illustrates Chock's sense of humor. In the glimmering spectacle that is the Golden Bachelorette, where the stakes of love are as high as the dazzling roses handed out, one man has managed to stand out among a cast of charming suitors. Chock Chapple, a name that rings with both rugged strength and refined class, has emerged as a beacon of what it truly means to be a great catch. Yet, as viewers watch the unfolding drama, a single, polarizing question looms large. Does Joan Vassos, the titular Golden Bachelorette, even deserve him? The Chock factor. From the moment Chock stepped out of the limousine on night one, his aura captivated not only Joan but the audience at home. A widower with a heartwarming smile and a laugh that could thaw the iciest of hearts, Chock brings an irresistible combination of humility and charisma. His backstory: a retired firefighter who now dedicates his time to mentoring at-risk youth, is the kind of narrative that tugs at heartstrings without feeling contrived. What makes Chock a standout is his ability to connect on a deeply emotional level. Whether he's sharing stories about the challenges of single fatherhood or opening up about the loss of his first wife, Chock's authenticity shines through. He doesn't just tell his story. He invites you to live it with him, to feel his triumphs and his heartbreaks. And in a world of reality TV where drama often overshadows depth, Chock's grounded presence is a breath of fresh air. Joan's journey. Is she ready? On the flip side of this golden coin is Joan Vassos, a woman whose elegance and poise have defined the season. As the first ever Golden Bachelorette, Joan's journey is not just about finding love, but also about setting an example for women over 60 that life doesn't stop at retirement or empty nesting. However, Joan's time on the show hasn't been without controversy. From her initial hesitancy to fully embrace the process to her somewhat guarded demeanor, there have been moments when viewers questioned her readiness for a commitment as profound as the one Chock seems prepared to offer. Her penchant for serial kissing, a playful but eyebrow-raising habit, has also sparked debates about whether she's truly seeking a soulmate or simply enjoying her moment in the spotlight. In recent episodes, Joan has shown glimpses of vulnerability, particularly during her one-on-one date with Chock. The candlelit dinner on the rooftop of a historic inn was nothing short of magical, with Chock's heartfelt words about second chances at love leaving Joan visibly moved. Yet, even in that moment, there was a sense that Joan was holding something back, as though she were afraid to fully surrender to the possibility of forever. A perfect pair, or a mismatch too. The chemistry between Joan and Chock is undeniable. Their conversations flow effortlessly, their shared laughter feels genuine, and their physical connection, a sweet mix of tender touches and lingering glances, is the stuff romance novels are made of. But is chemistry enough to sustain a relationship beyond the fairy tale confines of a reality TV show? Chock's intentions have been clear from day one. He's not here for the fame or the fleeting thrill of a televised romance. He's here to find a partner, someone to share the next chapter of his life with. Joan, on the other hand, has at times seemed torn between the allure of Chock's sincerity and the pressures of being the Golden Bachelorette. It's a dichotomy that raises the question: is Joan truly ready to give Chock the love and partnership he deserves, or is she still navigating her own path to emotional readiness? What the fans think. If social media is any indication, fans are firmly divided on the issue. Some see Joan and Chock as the perfect embodiment of mature love, a pairing that proves it's never too late to find your soulmate. Others, however, worry that Joan's hesitation and penchant for drama could spell heartbreak for Chock. Chock is the kind of man you marry, one fan tweeted. He's genuine, kind, and so in touch with his emotions. Joan better not let him slip through her fingers. I love Joan, but she's not ready for someone like Chock, another viewer commented. He's all in, and I'm not sure she's on the same page. Even the show's host, in a rare behind-the-scenes interview, hinted at the significance of Chock and Joan's connection. What's happening between them is real, he said. But real love takes courage, and both of them have to decide if they're ready to take that leap.